Well, it's a pretty work-intensive one right here.
And those particular pieces have nothing to do with the Chumash Indians or rock paintings. They're basically inspired by, I spend a lot of time up on Cape Cod, and we have a place right on the water off of Martha's Vineyard, and it's one is winter moon, and moonlight on Cape Cod on the water is just amazing sometimes, and that's kind of what inspired that. And
yeah, because this one says, winter moon, ruler of the night, playing hide and seek in fog banks, drifting silently across icy darkness, casting reflections in choppy waters, moving eastward, catching light.
On this one, I left some fibers are unprocessed. So the fibers that are around here, that's like cottonwood, cottonwood seed pods, and the fibers that are in the background here, they're unprocessed. I just use the straight fibers. Are cattails.
Okay.
And then, but basically those, in addition to cotton, just pure cotton fibers, those are some of the fibers that you can use to make paper.
There's a really nice three-dimensionalism to these pieces.
And then this also is one, in addition to the surface and the edges of paper, paper has this potential, it's very flexible, but then just simply by folding it, you can make it very strong. And then these are cast paper pieces, paper pulp that's pressed into a mold. And that particular, the center of that piece, I made that as kind of my symbol for my farm heritage. It's a plowed field. So I've used that over and over again in some of the pieces as a plowed field.
So there's a little bit of a dedication to the land here.
Yeah. The land, this.
Yeah, maybe more than a little bit.
I was in the Peace Corps, so that particular piece, the one you just passed, was kind of an homage to that world experience. And the poem has to do with a world that's divided and coming apart.
Is that rust on there?
That's rusted metal that's found in the alley behind my house. So, the other thing that these pieces do, a lot of them, has to do with just looking and finding materials and seeing things that seem to fit together. So it's about relationships, connectedness, and how very diverse things can be connected.
Well, we started off with this one here, and it's called Excalibur, and it has the scissor actually buried into the paper here, which is very illusionary. It does look like a rock. Now, some of these are real rocks, and a lot of it is paper, but there's a bit of an illusion here going on. So it's the whole idea of the gambit you're playing between the creation of the artwork and the meaning. And of course, that's a real scissors.
Yes. It happens to be, it's an old scissors from, I've taught elementary art for many years, so I think I probably carried that out of the classroom one day.
These are all very, very elegant.
And that's handmade paper, those little, the anemones in there that I call sea anemones. but that's just handmade paper.
This is handmade paper?
Yes, but not the shells. The shells are real shells.
Oh, I see.
But this part is handmade.
That's
is
handmade.
paper.
Oh, okay.
And then real shells, and the background is handmade paper.
And this is sewn?
Yes. I went through a period of time when I tried to construct paper without using glue, so that it was, but I have to glue things because
Yeah, well, gluing is more fun, I think.
yeah. But that one was stitched. Some of these others that you saw in the back are stitched on a sewing machine.
Oh yeah, some of the layered ones that you had on the other wall, yeah.
Yeah.
And here's another woven piece. Life is giving and forgiving. One living form takes from another, but nothing is lost forever. Fragments merge and evolve into new forms, generating strength and renewed energy. Very poetic.
That has a little bit of everything. It has rusted metal, sheet music, driftwood, flowers collected from walks, you know. So that's. And those pieces are handmade paper, and the orange is batik fabric. I used to make batik fabric, so I cut it all up and made these pieces out with driftwood.
And that's the same with all of them?
Yeah, same with all of those. This is kind of what you do, like late in life when you're taking all the old art that you have around and cut it up and do something new with it. So, giving new life to old forms.
Yeah, it always seems that later, that artists in their later years tend to, recapitulate their past. And not that you're actually doing that, but these are beautiful works. You sometimes think, well, when I get to be an old man, I'm gonna just sit in my garret and just paint the grand theme of my life here, and that's all good.
I just hope people see them as something that's beautiful.
Oh, I think they're gorgeous.
Now these two pieces right here are very different from anything else in the show, and this is probably the direction that I'll go from now on, because I have a lot of these. This is old sheet music that was actually published in the Sunday newspapers, like around the turn of the century.
So you have Prince Valiant
and the song sheets were printed and illustrated like this, and it was in Sunday supplement. And the sheet music itself is sort of falling apart, so I just had to use these bits and pieces and put them together. I started using the golden mean as a way to assemble these, but then once I played the rules, I also have to break the rules. So there's a little bit of that, again, this element of chance. And
a lot of art is breaking rules. It looks like we're coming to the last piece in the show here. This is hope gives us the confidence to trust in our belief that the future we deserve, but not clearly within sight, will continue to unfold and shape our lives.
And that's kind of inspired by Obama.
So we have...
and that one is handmade paper.
Okay, so we'll just take a quick scan around the room here. And that's it. And we thank you.
Have a neat recording device there.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great little toy.
It's good. That's good.
And we're with Eldon Katter at Rock, Paper, Scissors at Gallery 908, and I thank you very much. This is Ron Schira.
Well, thank you, Ron.